hasn't reached out to me. I practically live off the cheddar and sour cream. And I can say Ruffles has ridges. So it's the Spurs now after the made shot from Scott. Offline with the baseline jumper.
You know, you think of the Lakers leading up to LeBron James joining them. This was a team that struggled for relevancy. And even during Kobe Bryant's final seasons there, they still were a little below par for the Lakers.
And they pick up 2.
Well, the whole floor is wide open for LeBron. I mean, he's got just the right kind of touch for those mid-range shots.
On the wing, Johnson. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Jones. With the teardrop, and Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot-blocking machine.
Now, here's Scott. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Marcus, you... Recall the Lakers had missed the playoffs the last few years, leading up to LeBron James actually joining the Lakers.
And you know what, Kevin? They missed it in year 1 of the King in L.A. as well. Some of that due to the injury, but nonetheless, not part of the playoffs. Despite the bubble title, it's been a challenge for LeBron during his time with the Lakers. Last year, extremely frustrating. And I'm sure they want this season to be different.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bassey's checked in. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Jones. And it's Sohan missing. And here's the Lakers. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And it's Davis with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Now here's Johnson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Graham with the bucket.
Inside the paint, Graham fights hard for his shot. Able to overcome the defense there.
Graham against Scott. Loads it up for Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Spurs trail by 10. On the wing, Johnson. Over LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for San Antonio.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Graham with the bounce pass. Trying to get open is Johnson, and that one's good. Bassey.
Graham's court awareness in action right there. Easily spots a wide open man.
46 seconds left to play here in the first. Reeves the pass to Scott. The pass to Reeves. Scott against Graham. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, it's not only his size and strength and athleticism, but Davis's timing is so special. That's why he boards it so well.
Now here's Graham. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. MP deciding where to go with it. Tries a three. Scott missing again. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break.
Heading to the court, the Laker girls.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Khem Birch is out there with Collins. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then it's Jones. And it's McDermott in at the small forward. And the Lakers with possession here. After the basket by San Antonio. Loads it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons. And former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. Here's Graham. Following the basket by Anthony Davis.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs' playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, a couple homes.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And this game, and so it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow. That's the end of the first half. With a score, the Lakers 29, the Spurs 21.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
We've got Jared Vanderbilt, D'Angelo Russell out there with Scott. And it's LeBron James, and it's Davis in at the center. That's the group starting the second half for Darvin Ham. Now, here's Scott. Vanderbilt kicks to Scott. Trying to get open, it's Davis. Scott, good. Scott's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Los Angeles. And some big news for MP with his endorsements. Craig, he'll be one of the faces representing Gatorade in short order.
And you think back to all the famous stars who have represented Gatorade. Now, adding MP to that group. That is a huge honor.
In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Now here's Jones after the miss from Scott. Kept alive. Tries yet again. And the rejection by LeBron.
Boy, a superb shot block. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejection.
Scott inside. Covered by Johnson. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Spurs trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Chalk up 2 there.
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Jones. 8 points for him. And Davis sends it back. They get it back. It's Scott on the wing. Fires the 3. Rebound San Antonio. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Davis.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The kick out to LeBron. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feet. And now it's a 12-point Laker lead. And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs.
And looking at Anthony Davis, a huge part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on. This is a superstar player. I mean, no question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
Substitution on the court.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Jones is out there with Devontae Graham. Then it's Collins. Then it's Johnson. And it's Zohan in at the power forward.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Shot by Collins, no good. Lakers leading by 23. Here's Scott. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Jones. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Jones. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Johnson with it. Picked up by Davis. And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.